You may hear him. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Guys, there's nothing like boxing, and there are no athletes like fighters.
Struggling to get to his feet. Incredible thing. It's unbelievable.
Takes another right. Or is in deep trouble again? Finds it down. Finds it down.
You know, you pay him a price, I guess, but the man said a bit enough.
What's up, fight fans? I'm J.Cotto. Welcome to J.Cotto's Fight Page. And I'm gonna take a little walk with y'all in Florida. Dark as fuck out here. But you know what? It's wholesome for a name like Straw. You see a fucking raccoon right over there. I don't know if you guys can see it. But there's the raccoon. The nigga is fucking just strolling. Look at him. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. There's two of them shits. There's two fucking raccoons. One in the front, one all the way down. I'm not sure if you can see that shit, but it is what it is. Just want to, talk to you guys simply because, I got new subscribers today. A brother feels good about that simply because, I work hard to get subscribers. I don't buy my subscribers. I don't do any of that stuff. You know what I mean? Doing stuff like that is basically disrespecting the ethics of, the uploaders in YouTube. Me personally, I'm just out here just, trying to tell the truth. I'd like to thank my new subscribers today. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. You know what I'm saying? It's dark as fuck is here. I'm trying to work it, you know what I mean? But, thank you very much, guys. It's greatly appreciated from you guys, the way you looked out for me and actually took a likeness to my words, man. It's not bullshit words. There's nothing written, nothing like that. It's just the way I feel, I'm 41 years old, guys, and I keep saying this over and over again simply because the age bracket does make a difference, and it just comes down to this, I'm 41 years old. I've been watching boxing. Man, I've been watching boxing, man, since, wow, I was about maybe, 7 years old, man. Me and my pops, man, ABC Wild World of Sports, we used to sit the fuck down, and my pops, man, he rests, we used to just sit down and watch boxing. And back then before VCR came out, it was beta, my pops used to record that and sit down and watch with us, you know what I mean? It's very nostalgic for me to watch the sport of boxing, as well as, just loving the sport, I have to respect these greats as well. I mean, that's one thing that my father and my grandfather, it's just like a tradition. It's just like baseball. It's passed down to the family, You got to protect these greats, My father, before he died in 89, and he told me, man, stick with boxing, pass it down, and always recognize the footsteps and the foundation that has been laid down. These were things that my father taught me as a boxing fan, who used to attend a lot of I mean, my father went, to Madison Square Garden to see Ali fight, man. I mean, there's many other stories, I'm more than sure, with you, with you guys that follow me, and I'm more than sure your uncles, your fathers, your grandfathers definitely went to boxing matches back then, and they're just telling us to keep it real, and that's basically a promise that I have to give also to the greats, This is why. Now you got a lot of stupid motherfuckers out here talking about, oh well, you got these old guys coming out here trying to say this, and old guys out there trying to say that, but your time is done. And that's understood, man. That's understood. But let me give you an analogy with another sport, basketball. See, now they're saying LeBron is better than fucking Jordan, and LeBron is better than fucking Kobe, but that's a fucking lie. You gotta stop this madness. Now, Errol Spence is going to be the one that everybody that followed Floyd, that were fanatics, I'm talking about crazy ass motherfuckers, you know, extreme fanatics. These are the guys that are gonna make Errol Spence, you know, unless he loses, of course, because that's their shit, you know, their belief. If you lose the O, you gotta go. You know, it's fucking ridiculous. It's stupid, isn't it? Isn't it stupid? You know, those days of getting an O and learning from the loss, you know, getting that O taken away and learning from the loss made fighters greater. Now I'm gonna take you into this little thing that I'm gonna call imagine, okay? Now walk with me now. I know it's dark, but it's okay. You know, to ease the little, not even little, to ease the tsunami that I've caused today, I'm gonna put some Benghazi butthurt cream on you flomos right now, okay? Because check it out, man. This little segment I'm gonna make right now, first time, last time, I'm gonna call it Imagine. Now, after Floyd Mayweather left Top Rank, remember that timeline, guys? Right? He leaves Top Rank, you know, fought Castillo, did everything he had to do. But now, remember, it's still Imagine. Cause I'm trying to, you know, prove a point here. Now imagine if Floyd Mayweather, after fighting De La Hoya all the way up to that point, never would have retired, right? And fought the likes of, you know, Shane Mosley at 28 or something like that, you know, or 25 in the prime. Let's see. Man, Winky Wright, Paul Williams. Just imagine. Let's imagine here. Imagine if he would have fought Vernon Forrest. Imagine he never would have retired. Right? Just imagine. He never would retire. And he stood on that all the way, right? And he beat all those guys. Whether it be pointing them out, or should I say outpointing them, or a knockout, or stoppage, or something. Imagine that. Imagine how great Floyd Mayweather would have fucking been. You know, this is the shit that has us boxing fans boiling inside from that one, okay, that one example that I just gave you. When we all watched Floyd Mayweather coming up, we all expected him to have the work ethic in ring like Ali. Now, we're not talking about gym, we're not talking about physical fitness, we're talking about boxing, okay? We're talking about in-ring activity within the ring. Now, just imagine if he would have accomplished all of that and accomplished all of those men with now having a 48 and 0, right? And then let's just say the fight with Pacquiao would have been better simply because, you know, his style would have been come forward and still be evasive, but you know, not come forward as into the steps and, you know, and move in the tactics. No. But it would be more like a come forward, like, okay, I won't fight him. That's all what we expected. We expected that of him. We expected that of you, man. And you couldn't deliver. Instead, things were formulated with bigger names, that own empires of entertainment, and it just came to that. It came down to this. You know, this is exactly why, as a boxing fan, I discredit Floyd Mayweather. As a boxing fan, this is exactly why I don't really see the big deal. I really don't. I mean, to make a case where you say Sugar Ray Robinson fought cab drivers, Rocky Marciano fought cab drivers, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. fought cab drivers. But the cab drivers of back then that you consider cab drivers were fucking top contenders. They were killers. As a matter of fact, I think the most scrubbiest motherfucker from back then that got knocked out in the 3rd round, if you brought him in a time machine now, right? If you brought him into a time machine now, I guarantee you that fucking scrub that you guys call a fucking scrub, that cab driver would go through everybody in this fucking division. Because they took chances. They fought hard, man. When you do that, you learn things, man. You know? Greatest defensive fighter, okay. No doubt. No doubt. But I strongly believe that there is a script to follow when you do fight Floyd Mayweather. I really do. I'm going to give you a little evidence on this too. And I don't give a fuck. I've already stated it with you fucking flomos. I'm going to give you a little evidence here. I want you to watch the Canelo Mayweather fight, right? And notice how Canelo is holding back. Oh, yeah, he's holding back, man. He's holding back. Doing things that he's not supposed to. Like showing off and waving in. Things that he hardly did. But the reason why he's doing it is to kill that clock. Now notice after he got defeated by Floyd Mayweather, his demeanor. He has sunglasses on ever since, before meeting Angulo. Why? Why do people cover their face? If they can't cover their faces completely, why is it that they take something like sunglasses? Because they can't face the world because of the sellout thing that they've done. You think these motherfuckers don't know exactly what's going on? Motherfuckers like me, real motherfuckers like y'all out there that are actually, you know, watching this video, you know. It happens, man. This is exactly what it is. I'm sorry. But now, Canelo, after fighting Floyd Mayweather and getting his first loss, right? He goes and he fights Angulo. And he looks spectacular. Oh, he looks spectacular. And it's not because Angulo can't fight. It's not because Angulo's a fucking tomato can. No, man. No, it's not that. It was said that he was paid $5 million in order for Canelo to take it easy on him. Not Angulo, Floyd. Now, people that are really in-depth into boxing know exactly what I'm talking about when I just mentioned that $5 extra million. But it doesn't matter anymore because it's over. But imagine. Now, my example of this imagine is simply because I'm gonna put it out on the table. See, we all expected Floyd Mayweather to be the killer, to be the icon. Yeah, he did it his way. Fucking right. All the way to his retirement. Now I wonder why his fucking retirement, if he's looking back and sitting back and thinking why it was so lackluster, your last match. The boxing fans have spoken, my man. We're not buying it no more. It's too bad that the people that woke up just recently couldn't catch that about maybe 7 pay-per-views back. You know, and it's not hate. Hey, you're making money. I'm happy, brother. You're taking care of your children, your family. You're doing everything you're supposed to do for your life, for the people you love, and I commend you with that. But now, your job you found easy ways to work that job. And your job consisted of people like us buying you these things from purchasing the shit that you were selling. And we did what we did, and we supported you. But you have to have the fucking sense now to say, damn, because you were always saying you robbed the bank. The bank was us. And people that are rooting for Floyd right now and are watching this video and are probably saying, oh, look at him, he's hurt. Oh, look at him. Floyd got away with his money. Ha ha ha. You got away with yours too, stupid. Are you not seeing this? He got away with yours too. And the moment he got away with yours, and the reason why you don't feel that way, that he didn't rob you, is because you still support him. But he robbed you. Because if you knew anything about real boxing, if you knew anything about competitiveness in the sport, which is another topic I'm gonna get into, you know, you gotta understand, man, it's fucking crazy, bro. It's not what's happening. It's not. Let's get into the competitiveness of the sport. See, Heyman contracts. I'll give you a little analogy on how a Heyman contract is. Let's just say I'm your boss, right? Let's just say I'm your boss. I hire you. But I say, listen, come to work every day. I'm going to pay your salary up front. I'm going to give you, but you have to come to work. Right? So your whole salary for that whole year is fronted. Now, when you come to work, you're lacking. On top of lacking, sometimes you don't show up, have excuses, right? So my analogy to that is Heyman gives this tremendous amount of money that these boxers have never seen. Makes them fight maybe once or twice a year, and then they get lazy in the ring and they have a lackluster performance. You see where I'm getting at with this, man? See what I'm getting at with this? The whole point is, we're tired of it. We're doing something about it. I'm gonna do something about it. And before they take away our amendments, our rights, fight fans, real boxing heads, hashtag come back to boxing. You know, follow me through this journey, man. Follow me through this journey. You know, I mean, we are on the end of days, man. Why not fight for something that you want fixed? And then being able to have that victory simply because you wasn't pushed around or told what to do or fooled and bamboozled into believing someone. And when you opened your eyes, it was all a fucking lie. But follow me through this journey as I expose these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Now, I'm going to tell you something about me because this is the only thing that motherfuckers could try to expose if they do history. I didn't have my son for a while. And I refused to pay child support. And I'll give you my reason. Regardless of the fact, when I was younger, I always said, I'm not paying for no child support. Not going to be a money father. I want to raise my son. But this is what I'm doing now. That's all that matters. So my son sees every fucking cent. So that's the only dirt that I've had in my past. That's about it. Otherwise than that, join me on this journey as we try to turn boxing into exactly what it's supposed to be. The mega sport. The sport that represents every martial art, every style of defense, and every regimen of physical fitness. Okay? With that being said, fight fans, today I just basically caused a tsunami, washing a lot of these motherfuckers away. Search and Recover has recovered a lot of bodies today. Now I'm being looked for. And I'm right here. I'm right here. And so is everybody else. Otherwise than that, fight fans, have a good night. And be on the lookout for Roscoe and his 4-5. And to my new subscribers, once again, thank you very much. I promise not to upset. And I have a lot of things going on my channel, fantasy fights and everything like that. So feel free to go straight into my video playlists and listen to some Roscoe and his 4-5. My name is J.Cotto. God bless. Buddha bless. Have a good night.